Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Langley and I'm going to do the Kyubi final for our project. And click on it. Alright, so here we go. So we go to level select. See S Langley M1 right here. So my level was inspired on the Spyro's Whirlwind. Um, I also kind of made the level around the kind of the cloud level in Mario is what this kind of reminds me of. Once I get up to the level. But the mechanic is basically it goes with the wind tunnel in Spyro. So what you do is you come in here, and as you can see, it kind of gives you a little idea of what to do. Come up here, you pick up the orb. Once it's placed in his mouth, it attaches to the character. You see up here there is a clock that counts down the time. Once it hits 0, the orb will shoot back into the place on the altar and leave the mouth, as you can see. Just a moment. 1, 0. Yep. Player can go and back up, back over here to the altar like it shows on the wall, and drop it by pressing E. Then once the player looks at it, he can either choose to press tab and target the orb, or he can just press the right click on the lightning, strikes the lightning ball will change color, and right here I placed a destructible mesh up at the top and had like a little ball swing down and destroy that wall. As you can see, once you strike the lightning ball, it changes color on the material and everything. Grab this real quick. Once the ball activates, you can see that the wind tunnel appears. Gives you a little bit of opacity along with the particles to float to kind of show you that it can be up in the air and let you go up and down. Just let you, as you can hear, there's a little bit of wind sound once you enter it. So after that, I tried to make it the more platformer type of the game again by keeping these floating platforms in the air. See if I could try to grab this one. I introduced a little bit of a fall platform there. These are pressure plates. They move down once the player is on them. And I didn't want to like make them too hard in this area since this is the introduction phase, this level, platforms. I also made the introduction phase in the first building that you saw over there. That's why I left the the little bit of a tutorial on the walls of how to do it. I also wanted to introduce this moving platform that moves on a spline. Once the player jumps on, it starts to move and goes through a timeline. This kind of lets them get an overlook of the level, see where the little extra things are to pick up if they wanted to go grab them and stuff like that. This also leads up into the next area right here to where they can pick up the orb. Here and place it again. Back out they can and just strike it. There's the next one leading up to the next area. It's in and right on up. This is the next area. Player can choose to fight these wolves. I tried to keep it as best as I could with the lightning ability in this level. If you use the lightning ability, it's pretty much guaranteed that you'll win really easy these first couple of areas, as long as you're not too on this stuff like I was. But I want to kind of just show off the rest of this. This is actually a pretty big level, so I kind of wanted to show everything. That is more of a way for a mastery of these little things. Instead of going that way, I'm going to go this way to show off the introductory phase of the tree. This tree is actually a springboard launch pad that animates as soon as the player jumps on it. I wanted to give a little bit of a practice phase with the orb to give them something to traverse over and give it more challenge. So this is kind of a practice slash phase for the orb and an introductory phase to the tree springboard up there that animates when you jump on it, and also kind of a practice phase for the fall mechanic. If you want to, you can actually use this time ability over here on the left to slow those falls down to make it to where it's easier so you don't end up falling as easy and dying and stuff like that. Player does. I wanted to go ahead and do this real quick, and I'm going to save it, and I want to show you the stuff that I did at this level. So let me go ahead and save this right here because I will be dying real soon. So once you hit this checkpoint, I wanted to show that how you are to jump off, no matter where you jump off on this cloud, this is simulating you falling and dying. So since the game is over, you can retry the checkpoint, start right back where you last checkpointed at. So I'm going to go in here and show you the mastery phase of this orb. This is a bunch of enemies. They will come at you instantly as soon as you walk in here. Grab that as fast as you can and run out. You can also destroy them and whatever. Place the orb. Look just right at this orb. That's why I placed this altar here. You strike it. See that the other wind tunnel pops up over there. This is to help the player know which way to go next, you know. So you go over here. I'm going to go ahead and put this up. I wanted to show you this next phase that's down here. This area down here has another wind tunnel that you can activate. This area is the mastery phase of the fall platforms and the moving platform. Go over this way and hit the mastery phase of the tree to get to the next level. Activate this for us. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to do a real quick run through of this part. This is the introductory kind of practice phase of the fall platforms in the tree area, as you can see down there. If you jump from there, you'll see this area. This area is a kind of another mastery phase of platforms and the fall platforms and the launch pads and stuff like that. And now I had birds in here for some reason. They're not spawning right. But there's birds in here that shoot the little that shoot projectiles at you, and you'll have to jump around and move on these platforms. Unfortunately, I think when I restarted the checkpoint area, it didn't work. I did not work on that enemy yet. I just got to work on things with the enemy by shooting the projectiles and trying to place them in the level I did not show up. I wasn't able to test that far ahead on this area. I wanted to make sure that the main golden path was set up right for the player. So I kind of concentrated on it more than this. I should have done that if I was going to show you this area. I kind of wanted to show off the mastery phase of this and how you have to jump these platforms to make them work and get that extra thing. And see, there's the bird that I was talking about. See how they shoot the projectiles at you and stuff. So player would have to destroy that and gear and place their thing so that way they can make it. So it messed me up. This is why we have the time of it. See, that's another reason why I added all these enemies in here and the platforms like I did, because level was supposed to be like third in line after Brian's and after Matt's. Well, Brian's is the fire, and Matt's is the time, and mine is the lightning. So I kind of wanted to make it to where if you wanted to use those other abilities, you could. So, you know, if you wanted to, you could do this on the attack the wolves and make it to where you're okay. So anyways, I'm going to show off this last area. See the birds popped up. I don't know why the other one. So I'm going to run in here real quick, and I want to show you this last area before I make this video a little too long. Let me grab this other one up here. Oh, I didn't know that was going to fill me all the way up. I was going to grab it and one. But yeah, anyways, if you wanted to, you could go back here, and I placed another bird enemy over here that makes it a little hard to get. If you're good at it, you can get it. It's easy for me because I know level. So, but I wanted to come in here and show you the last little bit of this. I was able to put a pawn sensing on an enemy. Made this final gate area. Once you walk in, it shuts on you. Once you beat this enemy. Of course, I made it to where if you use the lightning bolt twice, this enemy will die. Is a lightning affinity. I used Will's lightning affinity to make him work like that. So once you defeat him, the gate goes up. Player is able to run out. There is the collectible and final shrine. So that way it fits right in.